right, let's see. Hello, hello. Let's see. I really hope you can hear me. I don't know. Let's see. All right. I may or may not go for too long. Especially if no one shows up. But I have tried to censor them already. I have two boy bodies here that took some very, very uneven yellowing. Like, it's bad. It doesn't show up as well on camera, but like, let me see if I turn this light off. If you can see it. You can almost see it on him. Of course, my puppies. God, I'm trying to get it to focus. Maybe you'll be able to see it more on my darker guy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can see it on him. Look at that line. Look at that line. Oh, you poor boy. He's got more lines up here. He was wearing a crop top, so it's just like, oh. I used to live in an apartment that faced like the sun and had a nice window. And like before that, I lived in an apartment where I got no sun. So I went from being like super depressed about no sun to getting too much sun. And I'm very nervous about whether my mic is actually working. Let's see. Oh, I have a human watching. All right. Anyways, I'm going to stop fretting over settings. Hi. How's it going? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. I'm trying to test my mic. Can you hear me if I'm speaking? Okay, good. It's like I have my audio coming from a different location than my... Ooh, that just made everything so much worse. But I need to see. So I was just saying, I lived in an apartment that got way too much sunlight. And as a result, I had turned my light off so that you could see. But my doll's there. You can see it like right there. He got some serious yellow damage. He had clothes here. So this is his normal color. And that's all yellowing. So we're going to try and cover that up. He also got it on his tummy because he was wearing a crop top. So I was just going to kind of practice. I have 2 dark browns, 1 reddish brown, like a terracotta, and then a red. So I was gonna see which worked because ultimately yellowing in tan dolls especially is sorry, one of my dogs just sounded like they were choking. um, it's essentially where the red pigment fades faster than the yellow does, so the doll takes on a more yellow hue. So, by that idea, I would hope that if I put more red on him, it would hide it, but I'm not sure if I need to add some brown in there too. And additionally, unfortunately, their faces got yellowed too. And oh my gosh, the camera doesn't pick it up, but his yellowing looks so bad on his legs. He was wearing shorts, and so he's got a line right here. And his arms, because he was wearing a tank top, so his arms are all yellowed. This is what happens when you don't take care of your dolls. And then me being me, I'm going to start on his face first because, let's do the scariest part first. Hey, Cloister! Long time no talk, my dude. How you doing? I'm making bad life choices with my dolls. Yeah, I lived in an apartment before this where like I got no sunlight and it was really like we were on the bottom floor and there was a balcony over our window, so like it was really 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 depressing living there. So what I did was find the absolute opposite and then leave my blinds open all the time, which was not a good idea either. Now I can leave my blinds open and my dolls are not where the sun gets in and hits them. Dang. So I am taking big risks because this is a soul doll face up. So, naturally, I'm gonna ruin a company face up trying to hide the fact that he took yellowing damage. I mean, it was so bad that, like, he has bangs that slant this way, so he's got a diagonal line across his forehead. So I have to put red on his forehead because it's bad. Don't do what I do. The moral of the story. Oh, and I need my magic clean erasers are on the ground. Okay. It's been a very long time since I've streamed. Oh, thank you. This is the Soul Doll Joel D. So they have a Joel that doesn't have this mark, but actually the one that doesn't have this mark was the limited edition one. He's actually in Sandy Brown, which Soul Doll's tan skin is hardly what I would call tan. It's a very beautiful color, but it's very red, for lack of a better word. And then this guy over here is a Let's Boy. And he's in their dark tan. So I'm using the red on my Soul Doll boy because that looks to be what faded the most out of his face up. Oh, that was too much. Ah, ah. Okay. No. Oh, I got a smear, like, right here. He's not quite fresh from the tanning bed red, but it's hard to describe. It's a very different, like, tan than and I have one of their other I have their I think it was called Milk Cocoa. I have one of those limited dolls too, and that's almost like a gray brown. Soldal does weird browns. I think they've since released an actual tan, but it's like limited runs because again, Soldal is very mean. Please note I have like 14 Soldals. Okay. How to make this look not awful. Oh god. There's dog hair all over. Yeah, actually, Koisuru, I think With Doll is a pretty comparable company in terms of sizes too to Soldal, because Soldal they do kind of like the weird in between sizes. So they do the mature minis. So this guy's like 48 centimeters. Um, this guy, he's the model Delph, but you can tell, actually, probably not from this angle. He's a little shorter than this body, though. Oh no, my foot's falling asleep. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, the Terra Zenith. Yeah, those guys are big boys. I have the SD Zeniths. Quite a few actually, because I have become Soldal trash. All right, well, I'm actually using a makeup sponge, by the way, if you're curious what I'm doing. Because I did this with this guy earlier, and it was nice because I could kind of spread around the pastel a little more easily, but then I could also wipe it away a bit with one of the less colored sides. Like so. Yeah, the funny thing was I took like a huge internet break and I'm pretty sure I deleted like all my old videos a while ago and then I'd kind of been doing more, but I don't know. My life has like just changed so much lately since becoming like a proper quote unquote adult. And I don't know, I just kind of missed being on YouTube with the doll hobby. Not necessarily like being on YouTube, but like, you know, hanging out with people as I pound the doll with a makeup sponge. I'm curious, what time is it in the UK? Because you guys are like somewhere between like 7 and 11 hours ahead of me. Ah, that's what I was just asking. Night, night. I was gonna say, you guys are pretty far ahead of me, so it's bound to be late. What am I listening to? Oh. There. Alright. I'm gonna rub down some of this so that it doesn't look too intense. There's still a bit of a line there, though. It's gonna bother me. I'm also testing Fate because I still have his eyelashes on. So, you know. Yeah, that did not cover that line. I need to hold it to like his body and stop being a coward. It's like I keep rubbing off all the red that I put on because I get scared. Like, that's so much. Look at that. But that's what the Magic Clean Eraser's for. Yeah, he looks like he's straight from the tanning bed. I know. This is called cutting as many corners as humanly possible. Oh, look at this boy. I actually tend to find the opposite being the case when I spray my dolls, like it lightens. Because I think some of the extra like gets blown off when you spray it with the aerosol. But I've also found that it's easier to put too much on and then take it away. So like that looks a lot better. I just need to take it off his mouth now because I put entirely too much around his face. It's like, take off some, not all. Oh, sir, your nose. It's like I just took everything off your nose without intending to. Oh, it could almost be a really yucky highlight. Let's try to put a little more on. See, and the other thing is I'm actually used to yeah, I was gonna say I'm actually used to seeing him yellowed, so to me it almost looks like it's too pink, but that was like his original color. So part of me is just like, oh god, I put too much, and then I wipe it all off and I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. See, I'm doing it again. Let's see. What is... I'm also trying not to do like the smack red forehead. But he's got a line right across his forehead, so that would be the best way to hide it. All right. Let's take a little off here. All right, let's look at it from afar. It doesn't show up in the camera, but nah. His hair will color it. I just wanted to even it out a bit. Because, I mean, his hair caused it in the first place. See, and what happens is I get too much on my sponge and then I wipe it off and then I kind of like try to use what's left on the sponge, sorry, to shade him. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to touch that anymore because he looks better. No, his poor body. It's like... And this guy actually, gosh, I got him secondhand, and when I got him, he had some staining. So he's kind of my TLC boy. Yeah, I'm packing way too much on here. But I'm doing it on purpose. Hopefully that's not like obnoxiously close to my mic. Scritch, scritch, scritch. So his body, his previous owner did this. Oh, I guess it depends. I've gotten most of my dolls secondhand. I've never gotten one particularly dirty. He was stained by his original full set. That's what the issue ended up being. It was just like the belt around his frame. Actually, it's actually one of my vinyl dolls that I got in the worst condition. Can you hear me? Let me just let me scratch him and then I'll continue that comment. Not scratch, but scrub. Oh. Oh God, that sounds awful. Okay. What I was saying though is he had this beautiful tattoo when he came to me. I'm not sure how I feel about his hand tattoo because I'm not big on hand tattoos, but it's just like I don't want to delete it, you know. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, his sleeve was his prior owner. And so that's part of his character. I need more red. Yeah, I am too lazy to do sleeve work. Thank you. I am breathing in pastel. All right. Let's see. Hello, Beepus. Now I'm breathing. I'm breathing in Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Don't mind me, I'm just casually dying on stream. Oh. 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 Oops, too much. Probably. I have a mask. I just I can't like talk on stream with it. So again, don't do what I do. Oops. I don't know. I'm kind of in like whatever, who cares mode right now. See, now I think he's too red. The eternal case of he's never good enough. Oh gosh. There's like a big old smudge of red on his back. All right. Oh, his legs are the worst. Like, I don't think you can see his legs, but they are like, oh God. They, honest to God, like, look like a normal skin color. That's how badly they've yellowed. But then, like, the backs are not yellow. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, gosh. All right, let's... See, the problem with sleeve tattoos on dolls is they scuff in the arms and the arm joint. This doll is so precarious. Got to be very careful not to scratch all this beautiful tattoo work. Yeah, I turned this light up here off just to show, but like it's just one of those. Yeah, oh, you could see it there. Look at that. Look how bad that is. Like there's a line right here. But the problem is I need my light on so I can see. Yeah, so take care of your tan skin dolls. Don't be me. Oh, that was way too much red. pull some of that back. The good news is my theory of just replacing some of the red that has come out or faded over time. It's not like I'm trying to color match as bad. It's not perfect, but I am making it work. And it's like, I love my dolls too much to not display them. They just feel like too much money for that. But, you know, it's a reality. They will yellow. Honestly, that looks so much better. Just like a light. I gotta get all this extra stuff that fell on his body here. But like a little light dusting of red. Because it almost provides like natural body blushing too. I'm gonna have to clean up in this area though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never had tan doll zone. I had yellow skin doll zone, and their yellow skin was so pretty. I did end up selling that doll, which is shocking because he was one of my very first dolls. But I kind of shifted my tastes a lot, and he didn't quite fit with my tastes anymore. Oh, come on. But yeah, I have these two, then I have two tan skin emus. And then I have a tan skin girl. And I technically have Kazu. Yes, I sold my Floy. Here, hang on. I am going to mute for a hot second because I need to blow my nose. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know, his eyes were too big. I started really preferring like newer Lutz dolls like this. Like I think he wears 10 or 12 millimeter, or like this guy. Like I really started preferring the more, not super realistic. Like I'm not a huge fan in that I would want to own one of like Eiffel House. Beautiful dolls, just not what I would want in my collection. But yeah, I was trying. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had put him up on Instagram over the summer, And then I put him up on eBay as like a backup. I wasn't really using DOA just because I don't have a whole lot of action on that website anymore. But yeah, I think he ended up selling through eBay. I have other dolls for sale. I don't know if you're looking for any of them though. I actually have one girl for sale where like she's got a ton of people watching her, but like no one's actually nipped at her, and she's a Limois. And I'm kind of like, if I ever get to the point where I don't need money, I might just take her down if nobody buys her and keep her because I love her so much. But I was telling myself, you've got so many Limois, you don't need this one. You can part with this one. And I'm like, yeah, I still can part with that one, but oh no, yeah, he was up on my Instagram. I also sold Cyrus. I started by selling his body, but I did eventually sell his head. And so I kept Makoto. I kept Fuyuki. So in my character plots, they are now a couple. Then I have my beautiful Limois girls. And I have presently a Limois Lita, the MSD girly, up for sale. And again, like I said, if nobody buys her and I'm not in a position where I absolutely need money and need to sell dolls, I mean, I don't absolutely, but it would be helpful. So I still have dolls up for sale. Actually, I don't know if you remember which one Kazu is. He was Fuyuki's original boyfriend in my character story. He was my Let's Odin. Put him up for sale too, because again, like Makoto, he's my first doll. I don't think I could ever get rid of him. I did buy him a different body though. I sold his body, kept his head, sold his body, got him one of the newer Doll Zone bodies that's like really slender and really pretty and like so much more what I wanted for his character in the first place. But way back in the day, they only did like the childish looking bodies or like the Hunkmeister Mac bodies. So yeah, Kazu hasn't actually sold, but he's up for sale, so he's packed away in a box. Callisto is not up for sale. I just haven't unpacked her because I don't know where to put her in my new house. And I moved in October, so you'd think I would have figured it out by now, but nah. All right. Oh gosh, you can tell my desk is dirty. Look at them butts. Look at them butts. Oh, I wonder if my brother just shut the door or if my heater shut the door, but my door just shut. Oh dear God. Golly, the stories, that's old school. I was still like a teenager back then. Oh, again, her head sold, but her body has not. But I sold Aki. So I sold my little YoSD, well, part of her. And I remember what else. Oh, I sold a lot of my MSD babes that were kind of newer. Head sold, body's still available for Aki. It's an older, like it's from 2013, so it's like I'm selling it for $100, but would take offers. She had a like ancient discontinued. It was the Doll Zone July head. All right, let's do his other. Did you want that too, Koisaru? Dude. I would give my friends like first dibs too, man. Let me know what you're on the prowl for. Oh no, that would have been perfect. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, I have officially gotten rid of all my old Doll Zone. Not that I don't love it. It was just like I said, I didn't like I didn't bond with the character anymore. I was kind of like, it was something I made when I was a teenager, so I was a little embarrassed by it. I love old Doll Zone. Like, oh my gosh, they're beautiful dolls. It just, like I said, I wanted space. Fun fact, my apartment that got way too much sun was on the 3rd floor and did not have an elevator. So oh gosh, the biggest way to realize you have too many dolls is when you have to lug 60 of them down 3 flights of stairs. So I've been kind of trying to like not super downsize because I still have 60 dolls, but downsize a bit. So I did end up selling 4 or 5 of my like MSDs, maybe not 4 or 5, but like 2 or 3, and then I have a couple for sale. If you are interested in like kid Delphs, they're the kind of more childlike looking MSDs from Lutz versus this is a model Delph. I do have a couple of those on sale or for sale still. And then, like I said, I have my Lutz Odin up for sale. And he is a light tan skin. But I think I have him for 400 or 500, something like that. Which sounds like a lot, but I paid 600 and I got the tan skin for free because it was when they had very first introduced it. So 400 is actually quite a bit off, but I got him in 2013, so it's like I wanted to make it a fair deal. This actually is looking so much better. I'm so happy. It's not perfect, but what I was hoping is just kind of to get some blush on there to kind of trick the eye a bit. But his, unfortunately, the sealant on his arms is catching a bit funny. My desk is dirty. Look at that. Gosh darn it. Ooh, he's getting scratched. That's interesting. Like the sealant is getting scratched because I keep flipping this guy on top of him. Okay. Let's see. You can tell this is an old body because his string actually crosses right here. So it's like it goes through a hole down this leg, and then the other side goes through a hole down this leg. It's really, it's really weird. But I really like how these bodies look. So, see, and his peanut is discolored too. The peanut joint, I should say. But you can see pupils. Oh. Yeah, his yeah. Yep. He's tad on the dirty side. Just a tad. But yeah, they did finally discontinue this body. And actually, you can tell it's an older Soul Doll body because they have the weirdest feet. Like, look at that. There's no ball joint on the foot. It's actually on the leg. Their hands are like that too. That's how all the older Soul Doll bodies used to be. So like they don't they don't play nice with like other hand optional parts and things like that. But it's such a beautifully proportioned body that I actually had more of this. I don't even think I had the new type. I think all I got was the old type. I saw the new type for sale and was tempted, but I did not do it. I've also been really having fun playing around on Etsy. Oh my gosh. There's some wonkiness going on here in that the sealant scratched off in certain places, so it's not sticking. So now his legs just look like they've got a bit of vitiligo on them. So let's try and blend that out. There. Okay. But yeah, he's an older Soul Doll, clearly. And even though his face is still in production, I think this was like the original run of him that was in the Sandy Brown that what do you call it? Came with a full set and everything. All right. Okay. Trying very hard to hide that line that I mentioned. Sorry, I'm like working on the one guy where you can't even tell I'm making a difference. I swear it actually looks better. I'm like gonna put him on my bed after this so that he's not getting his shading all messed up. Let's see. Oh, going to be very, very careful. Let's see. Let me put the box down so that he's not laying directly on my desk, because I think what happened is like there's loose pastel on my desk and he keeps getting rubbed in it. And it's not a vibe, okay? Not a vibe. I know. God, you and I used to talk all the time way back when. In the early 2000s. Not early 2010s. It's like I saw you putting a ton of stuff up for sale on your Instagram too. I was like, oh look, it's Koizuru. I know, Skype. Oh my god. The olden days of BJD hanging out. I'm actually, I took time off work and got tickets and booked the hotel and everything. I'm going to go to the DollCon Dallas this year. I'm very excited. I'm like trying to decide which dolls to bring. Oh my god, yeah, the frozen screens. For a second, I thought you meant my stream was frozen, and I was like, and then I was like, oh wait, we're talking Skype. Oh, this is actually making me feel so much better. Like giving this boy TLC. I probably will just do these two tonight. I have two more heads that actually need work. But I'm going to have to save that for another time, I think. Clearly, because this is already going to take me a large pocket of time. But I have one where the body I bought is just excuse me. The body I bought is way too pink. It was like Doll's Own pink skin. No, it was like Doll's Own peach skin, I think, with body blushing. So it was already like, it was already too much. And then Lutz normal skin, which Lutz is like really yellow in terms of their normal skin. So I need to put some pink on that. Make it blend a bit better. Okay. Ouch, 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 ouch. I kept my foot in the wrong position for too long. Ugh. It's like, help me. Well, and like, truthfully, I really should weed mine down more. But I love them too much. And as you can see, I started getting into the 1/6 tinies. This is my Nina's doll, Seijin. Oh my god, she is so gorgeous. She's, like, become one of my favorite dolls. Which Nina's Dolls is a French artist. Like a French independent sculptor. And she did a series of 3 minis. She did Iris, Luna, and Seijin so far. And I have all 3 of them. So they're all right here. You can only see Seijin though. And actually, I ended up modding because I bought just the Luna head because Homegirl didn't have enough money to buy 2 of them because they were expensive, but they were pretty. So I ended up putting her on an MU body. And all I gotta say is, why do the MU mini girls have such big feet? Like, MU, you couldn't make my life any easier? Because, like, I can't find any shoes that fit her. So she's, like, wearing a winter outfit barefoot right now. Yeah, she's, like I said, she's an independent artist, and so it was like a pre-order sort of thing, kind of like Logan Dolls, but she did it independently rather than like through DDE. But anyways, so I got her girlies, and I love them very much. Golly gosh darn it. I made the line come back. The line that I want gone. I'm gonna have to work on that a bit. Let's see. See, like, the rest of his leg looks fine-ish. The back's not okay, but well, and that's the thing too, like, these dolls, the 1/6 scale mature minis, they're not a common size. So, like, the most common clothing for them is the, like, 20 centimeter Obitsu and, like, Barbie clothes. But obviously Barbie feet aren't gonna be right. And so Nina, originally I was kind of annoyed because she made her feet on her dolls. Well, I wouldn't say annoyed, but I was kind of like, oh, those look too small. But she made the feet on her girlies like really small. They can fit Blythe shoes. So I can buy Blythe stuff for them. So I'm like, oh my god, Nina, you queen. But yeah, now I'm just like my MU girl, barefoot. All right, well, it's better. It's not great, but it's better. It's a lot better than the leg that's not done though. So this one's not done, this one is done. Let's see if I turn off this light. Yeah, do you see the difference there? This one is like noticeably lighter than this one. Progress! Now turn my lighting back on. Yeah, no, Blythe shoes. So Blythes have excuse me while I die on camera. Blythes have like, I think somewhere around 2.5 millimeter. I'm dying, I'm sorry. I inhaled pastel, can you tell? Anyways, Blythes have like 2.5 millimeter, no, centimeter feet. The MU girl has 3 centimeter feet. So far the only thing that I've found that might fit her feet are the Obitsu boy shoes. So you can imagine there aren't very many of those. And it's like a lot of what is like on Etsy and stuff and available is kind of oh, excuse me. Well, not like the 1/6 scale Obitsu boy feet, I should say. So like, oh, let me grab this, babe. Oh, like these shoes would fit her. But they're very boyish, right? Because it's for a boy. This is my MU rod, by the way. No, this is Bettina. I took the Bettina head and put it on a boy body. And he became like one of my favorite dolls. And I made his wig. I got really into wig making, so I've made most of my doll wigs. Oh, trying to put him back without him dying. My MU rod is over there. I have an MU rod. And actually, the character is supposed to be like a fraternal twin to the Bettina. So they have the same color hair and everything, but like, obviously they don't look exactly the same because they're fraternal twins. But yeah, I got super into the 1/6 mini scales. And I actually have 2 of the Zagadol boys as well. I have Cyrus and no, is it Cyrus? I think it's Cyrus. And I have Ken. Those are their model names. All right. But yeah, once I'm done manhandling this guy, before I start working on him, I'll pull my Nina girl. One of my Nina's girls out. And then I'll pull my MU girl out, and you'll see the redonkulousness that are her feet. Yeah, and actually, oh my god, I bought 2 of Logan's tiny, like the 1/12 scale garage kits. Oh my god, I have opened Pandora's box. They were so fun. I want more. Actually, I've really enjoyed seeing like 3D printed dolls and stuff. In fact, this guy right here, his body is 3D printed. I got it off Etsy. You can't see this. You can kind of see it. His head is like in between my legs right now, or his neck, I should say. His head is right there. I'm like holding him so undignified. Oh, Koisaru, it's so good to talk to you again. Not to be like weird, it's just like, it just feels really good. Oh my god, I know. I want a 3D printer so bad, but I just 1, money, 2, storage. So I'm like resisting right now. I'm being a good girl, but other people will 3D print dolls for you. So now I'm like let me pay you. Except sometimes if it's like as expensive, or I should say, I had trouble finding one that was, oh god, look at the peanut. You can see a difference in the color of the peanut to the rest of the knee. But I have recently really gotten into this size of doll. And this is actually a Granado head. And Granado make hunk, hunk, and more hunk. There is no not hunk. Yeah, I found someone on Etsy that did like a little 3D printed boy, and I took the head off and put this head on. So okay, I have inhaled my dosage of pastels tonight, I think. Oh my goodness. But I think he's about done. I just need to work on the peanut joints. I'm making this line a little less obvious. I know, I might actually have to pause and go get more liquid. So I don't die. So I'm thinking, just totally randomly changing topics here. I'm thinking I want to stream like every other weekend right now, mostly because I still go visit my parents. So sometimes I will not be in a household in which I can stream. So probably not next weekend, but like the weekend after, I'll probably do this again. All right. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Do you see that line? Do you see that? That is not pastel. Oh no. Oh, that's yellowing, my friend. Oh, this poor boy. Your mother treated you so poorly. He looks so much better though. I mean, like, it's not perfect, but he looks better. Oh boy. I'm like pounding the red on right now in an attempt to hide that awful line. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, see, I sold some dolls with uneven yellowing, but I was very, like, I gave discounts and I was very like, hey, this is uneven. If this is going to bother you, don't buy. Speaking of Junior Delph, Fuyuki has a Junior Delph body. He's one of my OG crew that I held on to. So I still have my Junior Delph boy because I just adore him far too much to get rid of him. Right, I don't think there's any saving this peanut. I think that line's gonna be there. Oh, I might have to spray that piece and do it in the second round. Oh, yep, this one's just as bad. Because I don't think I originally sprayed the peanut joint, so I don't think it's staying on because it's not sprayed. All right, I'm going to set him to the side. And then I'll spray him later. Although, you know what frustrates me about the Junior Delph body is the lower torso part goes so high up into the upper torso that he like legitimately does not have any articulation. Okay, I'm gonna mute again because I'm gonna die. Okay, I think I got all the pastel out of my nose for now. Oh, Koisuru. I just saw that you commented on my stuff. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. If there's anything that I happen to be selling that you want, like, by all means, please hit me up. Uh-oh, I'm running out of liquid. All right. He looks so interesting now that I've shaded him. It's fascinating. Sorry, I'm such a nerd. I think this Magic Clean Eraser is probably gonna have it because it's like pink. In fact, I think I might get a new makeup sponge too because this bad boy. I could cut it and continue using it, but I think I want to just get a new one. Okay. Right. Like, shoot, I'm a teacher. I have no money. All right. Now this guy, he's a lot darker, so I don't know if I want to take the red approach with him or if I want to try one of the browns. Let me do like a tiny test with this brown. Actually, I don't know. Let's try red. I don't know which one looks better. I think the brown does, but oh. Mercari is like, we found 2 more things in this thing that you searched that you clearly don't have money for right now. Because, you know, my other my other expensive addiction is smart dolls. I say addiction, but I've only got 3. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so he I did put water slide decals on him, so he's got all these tattoos on him. Yeah, smart dolls, man. I have the Anime Liberty. I have Journey, who's discontinued now. And then I have Pride, and I want one of the Pear Girls so bad. I don't know, this isn't quite the right brown, but the red didn't look any better. I think it's better to have some brown in the shading and then just kind of try and blend it. Yeah, so he's got... I need to repost some of my, like, what's still available for sale and update my Instagram. I just... teacher life. So he's got a koi fish on his calf, which his calf is also super yellowed. Again, you can't see with the lighting. If I turned the desk light off, though, you could see. And then he's got a little tiny koi fish on his wrist, and then a jellyfish. All right. Are you looking through my Instagram now? Yeah. I wasn't as big on the blue skin. You know what I really want? I actually have been slowly acquiring parts to make my own, like, kind of cyborg. So I want, like, the the mechanical hands, the big ones that Danny did that have, like, the thing that goes up the arm. So I'm kind of, like, on the prowl for all the cyberpunk stuff that he releases because I really want to make a custom cyberpunk girly. All right. So you know what I love about Lutz? They've, like, really look at all those notches. These little pegs fit into them. So it's like it clicks. And then it clicks out this way too. But you can see as I'm moving around his joint, I'm scratching off sealant, so that's great. So this doll is a Mari. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just clapped next to my mic. I didn't even think of that. Anyways, as I was saying, this is a Mari. Oh, you got a milk girl. Yeah, I have a cinnamon. I have one of each. I have cinnamon, tea, and cocoa. Scratch, 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 scratch. Oh God, my fingers are red. Okay. I have like it's not expensive, it's not fancy, but I have like a little lapel mic that I was hoping would be a step up from like webcam because it can actually be near my mouth. But I noticed in the video I recorded last weekend, it was actually kind of like almost too close to my mouth at times. So I have it a little further down on my shirt. So we'll see how that goes. We're doing very unprofessional, figure it out as we go. Ooh, that was a lot of pastel. Did you see that? Oh dear. Yeah, so this is like a little redder, I think, than his original skin color, but like it's actually kind of settling in as body blushing almost. So I'm okay with it. Not only that, but like he almost yellowed to like a very olivey color. So like this is, I mean, it is green, but it's like an olive brown. So he yellowed very beautifully, I think. It's just he yellowed very unevenly. I remember when I first got into the hobby, I was so scared of tan skin dolls, and now I'm just like, oops. I left them in the sunlight for a year. Lol. Well, I had originally left my door open for my pit bull to come in and out, but somehow I think the air from the heater closed my door. But I think she's asleep on the couch right now, so she's okay. Yeah, this is looking so much better, Amari. I'm so happy for you. Marry my husband. I have not. I have my tastes in media have changed significantly. So I actually haven't even heard of that. So what is it? Uh-oh. Oh. What is it? Pitch it to me, because I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a K-drama, that's why. I have a love-hate with K-dramas. A manhwa. No, you're fine. I just didn't know what it was, because I was going to say, if it's an anime, I sure as heck have not seen it, because I haven't watched anime in many years. And truthfully, I haven't really watched K-dramas in like 5 years. Probably not. No, probably 5 years. With the exception of like little tiny ones that come out, like that happen to be a genre, but they're basically like movies of like web dramas, or not web dramas, web novels. Oh, I forgot I was gonna paint his nails. But I think the last K-drama I watched was shoot. I don't even remember what it was called. It's a high school one with like a really dysfunctional main character. Every K-drama ever. No, it was really good, really violent. Ended about par for the course for how K-dramas tend to go. I actually, nowadays, I watch more Thai dramas and J-dramas than I do K-dramas. Yeah, I'll look into it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing to my doll as I smack it against the desk. I think my doll is fine. He's just a little squeaky. Oh, dang. That sucks. It's like I can see the sealant chipping away at the joint area, and the pastel's just getting stuck in it. It's the one problem, but I don't want to die, because that's just a tad much. And there's a lot that can go wrong. Yeah, I watch some Taiwanese dramas too. I'll be very honest. I got really tired of watching like straight dramas all the time. So I started watching a lot of like LGBT dramas. But yeah, if my favorite Chinese series, if you will, is based on a novel called Damu Biji. That translates to The Grave Robbers Chronicles. And it's essentially like a Chinese Indiana Jones. But what's frustrating is like there are dramas of it, but the dramas always change actors and production teams. So like the actual full story is like a little hard to get a grasp of, but it's so good. So yeah, that's my contribution for Chinese dramas. Yeah, well, so like none of the dramas actually like lead directly into the other. It's kind of annoying. It's like, come on. And the frustrating thing is the author has is on the production team for a vast majority of the dramas, but he also like tends to change a ton from the books in like infuriating ways. So then they also don't line up because he keeps changing stuff and it's like, bro, stop. And so like the one show like season that truthfully like captured it the best was the one season that the author didn't have anything to do with. And that is Ultimate Note. And it actually like it starts around book 5 and goes to about like book 8 of 9. So it doesn't even finish the show. It's so frustrating. We don't have a drama of the ending. So suffer with me. And I'm going to mute and sneeze a ton. But yeah, so there was an anime that came out for book 3. Anime, animation, it actually got popular in Japan, so they made Nendroids of the characters. So I have Nendroids from Download BG. Yeah, Download BG is really good, but it's a train wreck. It's just a really good train wreck. And it's like by the oh god. So there's Download BG or the Tomb Raiders. No, it's Download BG The Lost Tomb. That's what it was. Then The Lost Tomb 2, which I never watched because I didn't like who they picked for the characters in terms of actors. They're very popular Chinese actors, so it's very popular, but I don't think they fit the characters well. And I'm not salty whatsoever. But so The Lost Tomb 2 was a thing. It was not the best, but it was a thing. And then the third one was a animated little 12 episode series that I started but I got busy and I forgot to finish it. And then the fourth book, they just did another drama in like 2022, I think. For that was out of order because the drama that started at the fifth book came before that drama did. So that's the other thing. You can't watch them in the order that they aired. You have to figure out which is the chronological order. And then Ultimate Note goes through the eighth book, and then we don't have anything for the last book yet. And then supposedly they're making a drama for one of the spin-off books. And then we have another spin-off book that happened after a certain plot point. And that one did get made into a drama, which is very good. It's called Sansi or something. And then there was what was called Reunion, which was a story that took place 10 years after the main series. And that one, oh my god, it had a good cast. But it was 2 seasons. They did keep the same actors for both seasons of that show because it was considered Reunion. So they had like 2 30-episode seasons. So ultimately it was 60 episodes. It did not need to be 60 episodes. That's the other thing. Each of these different dramas that I'm rambling off is like the shortest ones are the first one, which is only accurate to the books up through episode 8 of like 12, I think, or no, not even 12, 10. And then the anime, but then all the other ones are like 37 to 60 episodes. Yeah. Download BG is a commitment. Which is probably why I am the trash that I am for it. But anyway, so yeah, I felt that Reunion did not need to be 60 episodes long. It was very good. It had Yu Long in it, who is a very popular Chinese actor. And he did a phenomenal job. He was the main character. He was great. We love that. But it still overstayed its welcome. Especially like the middle. It dragged in the middle. That was my biggest issue with it. It's like they could have cut about 10 episodes of stupidity out of the middle, and it would have been chef's kiss. So, you know, there's my unsolicited review of my favorite C-drama. But yeah, with K-dramas, my favorite genre and like the only genre of K-drama I really watch these days are like the mystery, like murder solving crimey ones that don't have irritating amounts of romance and drama in them, because I just have strong thoughts about K-drama romance. I think it's too dramatic and irritating. There. I have said it. Now, that said, I love K-pop. So, like, I have K-pop going in my ear presently. I can't play it on the stream because I don't want to lose my channel. But I am a K-pop girl. Mostly, like, shiny EXO era K-pop. So, like, all these little tiny, like, baby bands that are popping up now, I'm like, oh my god, you're half my age. I can't. Yeah, like I said, my tastes have changed a lot. So I'm sure it's a good drama. It just might not be for me. Because sometimes K-dramas make me want to pull my hair out. And I am a teacher. I just have to go to work to get that feeling. I don't want my entertainment to give me that feeling. Okay. Ooh. Kind of like rubbing this where it wasn't yellow just to kind of like even out the color a little bit. Yeah, like I think the last mainstream K-drama I watched besides that school one that I was mentioning was The Devil Judge, which I don't know if you saw that. It was intense. And it had one of the guys from GOT7 in it, but that wasn't why I watched it. I watched it because it was dystopian and very intense. Yeah, it's on Netflix. The Devil Judge. At least that's where I watched it. But like, I didn't watch Squid Game either because I'm also one of those people where like if something's popular, I'm like, I don't want to watch it. People are shoving it in my face. I'm never gonna watch it. I am my own worst enemy sometimes. But also, I'm not. I'm very picky in that I also just don't want like everyone's doomed and we're all gonna suffer and die kind of dramas either. So that's why I was not as big a fan of Squid Game. Oh yeah. Yeah, fun fact about me, I'm a history dunce. Alright. Well, the good news is I didn't keep his legs bent, so his peanuts are not horrendously miscolored. Just his joints. Okay. He was so much easier to do. What the hell? I mean, I still see a little bit of line here, but I don't think I'm going to get that to go away all the way. Okay. All right. So that's what he looks like now. He was the one that I showed earlier where you could actually like really see the color difference. Like look at his face because I haven't shaded his face yet. So you can definitely see what I mean though. He's like a very olivey tan. It's not a bad tan. It's just it was uneven all over his body. Oh, okay. So, ow. I'm going to shade his head really quick and then I'm going to call it for the night because it's about 9 here. Thank you. I'm very happy. But yeah, I have more of this to do. So not next weekend, but probably the weekend after this, I will do some more. And seeing this face up, I don't care if I ruin because it's mine. Oh my god, what is that? Yo, what is that? I think the sealant did something weird on the back of his ear. It's all white. Can I get a toothpick and scrape that off? I didn't even notice that. Oh gosh. How bizarre. You know what? I think it was like, I think there was like a little bit of like cotton from like a cotton ball. And so I think I sealed that and like not gonna lie, I thought it was mold at first, but I think it's cotton because it's acting like cotton. I had a moment of like, oh dear God, did I just discover mold on camera? But it's acting very much like cotton. So I think he just had some like cotton on the back of his ear that I accidentally sealed. Oh, that made me so nervous. You don't even know. And then I'll have to gloss their faces again because obviously when you spray them, the gloss is gonna not be glossy anymore. So I'll have to finish these guys up off camera. But it's what I was saying before I freaked myself out there was it's almost puppy bedtime. So my little babies are going to be demanding to be put to bed very soon. Coco, come on in. Open the door, baby. Come on in, baby. Good girl. the pibble came in. Here, let's see. I just dropped my camera trying to find my dog. Here. Coca. This is Coca. Bailey. You're not Bailey. Bailita. Hi. Here's Bailey. So, they're my babies. And they have a very strict bedtime of 9:30. And it is 9:02. Yeah, so Bailey I've had for 8 or 9 years. Hi, Cocoa Bean. Hello. I have a puppy in my lap now. We've had her 9 years, Bailey. So she was the family dog, but when I moved out, she came with me. Coco was ever so slightly more controversial. She's my pity girl. She's not full pity, but she's got pity in her clearly. And she originally was my parents' dog. Wow, I did a really good job on his face up. For me, I did really good. That doesn't happen often. But anyway, so like Coca was my parents' dog, but she also is a dog who needs another dog as a companion. So she was just terrified of everything, including my parents, predominantly my dad. And so let's just say it didn't quite go well. So they opted to give her back, and I may or may not have gone behind their backs and adopted her. And that may or may not have been the big Christmas secret that came out this last Christmas. Everything was fine, like we're all cool now, but yeah, I had a contraband pit bull for a while, so, just adult decisions. But yeah, so now I have my 2 precious baby dogs, and I love them very much. Oh. Okay. My dude. I think I'm going to call it here because I'm ready to go spray all these boys. And I think I also need to drink about 5 gallons of water and pray that my lungs don't disintegrate. Look, isn't he pretty? That's the Granado 9th head. And then this is, you can tell I shaded his head to match the body. And this is the 3D printed body I was saying. This is the Juan Guibo head. And the artist that I bought him from had done a face up, so I just kind of did what I did, and I shaded his face up. I don't think I reglossed him yet. And actually, I had to make his neck thicker, so I actually painted his neck too. But I digress. Oh, I was going to show you really quick. So this is it's the Nina's doll Luna. the open-eyed Luna head on an emu body. And this is Seiji. So she's wearing Blythe's shoes, right? Please observe her feet are as big as the exterior of the shoe. They're actually bigger. MU, why do you do this? It's like, I know it's probably more anatomically correct, but if you're going to make the dolls and then not make shoes or clothes for them, for what? Her wig is super frazzled. But yeah, she's another one where I made her wig, and I actually painted her face and made her eyes. Maybe. I thought about it for a second. Now it's trying really hard to focus on my heads in the background, which is hilarious. I know. Anyways, dude, I'm gonna call it here. I keep saying I'll call it and then I don't. I ordered Zoggadal high-heeled feet for her because the Blythe feet aren't the right color. But I don't know if I'm ever going to see those Zoggadal feet because Zoggadal takes forever. But I was hoping if I could get her some like nice heeled feet that would fit standard Blythe shoes, that maybe she could just have high heels on all the time. But right now she's wearing winter clothes and no shoes because I just can't find shoes that fit her. So, my girls. Oh, and I actually knit this. You totally can't see. Let's see if I took... There. Yeah, you can see if I take the other light off. I cable knit. I didn't do it by scratch. I followed a pattern that was on Etsy, but I did also make her wig. Let's see if it'll focus on her. She is so pretty. I need to just show off all my tinies because this is so not doing any justice to her. She's got like a very Korean looking face with like those really high cheekbones. But anyways, now I will end my stream. So thank you for coming. It was super, super fun. I'll be back again in not next weekend, but probably the weekend after. And like I said, I've got 2 heads that I need to do the same thing. And then after that, he needs a wig. And then after that, I think there's, I have instruments. So what I have, this is actually a 1/4 scale, but I have these guitars, and this one actually has sort of connectors on it already, but it's got these little screws that I want to hang a strap from, but I need to make straps. And my other guitars don't even have the screws, so I'm gonna need to do that. So I have plenty more crafts to do. But yeah, it was super, super fun chatting with you. And I will talk to you later. Bye.